So we're going to look at variable and argument passing. So assignment in Python, when you assign a value to a variable and then you assign that variable to another variable, so that's called assignment. The assignment only creates references. It does not create a copy. So that's a key difference, which means that if you want to make a copy of a variable, then you cannot simply say, I'm going to, if you have A, and you want to make a copy of A, and you cannot say B is equal to A. B equal to A will only create a reference. B will point to A. So any changes you make in A will also be reflected in B because B is not a separate object, it's just a reference. So if you want to copy A into B, so you can do stuff to A without without changing B, then you have to do a deep copy. So we'll come to that in just a minute. Let's first understand what this reference means. So you take A, set it equal to some value, and then set A to B, and then you will see that when you make changes to A, B also will change because B is really not a separate entity, a copy of A, but it is just a reference pointing to A. So when A changes, B still is pointing to A, and it will only display what is in A. Okay, so let's set A equal to a list of numbers 1, 2, 3, and then we'll set B equal to A. So you're assigning A to B. Now, typically, you will expect B to be a copy of A, but it's not so. B simply is a reference to A. So now if you look at A and B, they're both same because B is A. It's just a reference. So if you change A now, okay, and we can use a method called append. We'll talk more about append later in the next chapter. So we do A dot append, say 4, and that will add the number 4 to the end of A. So now A will have 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Now, if B was a copy, then B should still be 1, 2, 3 because we changed only A, not B. Now, but if you go and look at what B is, then you'll see B is also 1, 2, 3, 4 because B is not a separate copy, but it is just a pointer pointing to A. So B, okay, see, B is also 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you want the copy so that you can change A without changing B, then you have to use what is called, you have to use a library called copy. So to use a library, you have to import it. Okay? Anaconda automatically installs lots of libraries, so you don't have to separately install them. So it's already there, so you have to invoke it, and you invoke it using the command import. So you do import copy. So type import copy, and you run that. Then the copy library will be set up. Okay, so now we can use uh, all the commands that are available in the library copy. Okay, let's first set a equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3, and then we can invoke the copy by, so set b equal to, so now we start with copy dot, and then, so that's your library, and then I did D and press the tab key. So once you press the tab key, all the commands within the copy library that starts with a D will appear, and then we can select the one that we want. So that's the tab completion I talked about earlier. So you select deep copy. So now B equal to copy.deep copy, and then say A. Now, when you do that, then a deep copy of A is created and saved in B. Now, if you make any changes to A, B will not be affected. B will still be 1, 2, 3 only. So if you add 4 to A will become 1, 2, 3, 4, whereas B would still be 1, 2, 3. So you see, A is 1, 2, 3, 4, and B is just 1, 2, 3.